What really happens on adult-only cruises? I have sailed Virgin Voyages multiple times, and today I am breaking down what happens when you remove kids from the equation. Hey everybody, if you're new here, my name is Becky. I'm a travel agent that specializes in destination weddings and cruises that happen in the Caribbean and in the Mediterranean. Today, we're talking about Virgin Voyages and the adult-only cruise line. A lot of people question what happens on an adult-only cruise, so let's talk about it. Let's address the elephant in the room. I think a lot of people automatically assume adults only means non-stop party, maybe even some swinging, but let's be real, that's not this. Yes, you will find people having cocktails at 2 a.m. The difference is these are professionals that have come to let loose. These are not spring breakers looking to hook up and have a super wild party. And just as many people are out at the dock house having a casual trivia game or just enjoying a quiet space. But you're also gonna find couples quietly reading, lots of places to just lounge and lay out, and lots of quiet little spots to have a drink. The biggest difference is that you can actually relax. There's not kids and teenagers being wild from the balconies. There's not kids, there's not strollers. It's just a casual vibe. The energy is definitely more sophisticated. So think resort vibe and not party vibe. So what's happening during the day, the daytime activities? During the day, Virgin focuses on experiences. So you're gonna find a lot of active classes, like exercise classes. You'll find some tastings, you'll find games, trivia games, casino style games. There's art classes and there's music at the pool. So there's lots of just traditional daytime activities, adult style, happening on the ship. There are 2 pool spaces, one a little bit more quieter, one a little more active, so depending on what you'd like to do. Then there's also a deck above the pool, which is definitely a little quieter. You can of course hear some of the music, but it's a great spot to read and people watch. If you're like me, the ultimate activity, anywhere I go, people watching. So what about the night activities, right? I think that's what most people question or wonder about, are the night activities on Virgin. Yes, there are opportunities to party. There is a dance club. If you are interested in letting loose and dancing with some friends, that is absolutely an option. But there are also quieter spots. So if you like to listen to cover bands at the bar and have a drink, that's an option. If you just want a quiet spot, the dock house in the back part of the ship has a section called the dock, which is open air, and it's really quiet in the evening. You can see the water, you can see the moon. It's really beautiful and romantic and quiet. A lot of people get dressed up in the evenings, right? Because we're getting ready for dinner. Those elevated dining experiences, people start putting on their dresses, their beautiful jewelry to have a nice nighttime experience. So you'll see the sophistication step up in the evenings. This is also where you see a lot more shows come in. So you might see drag shows, you might see dance shows, you might see, if you're on Scarlet Lady, you might see dual reality, which is acrobatic storytelling. It's really fun. There are a lot of late night dining options open too. So if you have a lovely dinner and then it's 2 a.m. and you want second dinner, you can head on over to the pizza place. There are a lot of options open late because we're adults. Sometimes we stay up late. Let's talk about the social dynamic, the different kinds of people that sail on Virgin Voyages. Again, if you're like me and people watching is the most epic thing that could happen, you're gonna love it. The passenger mix is absolutely amazing. We had dinner last night next to a couple celebrating their 30th anniversary, and we've had dinner next to people on their honeymoon. So it really just depends. There's lots of girls groups, guys groups, so many people just celebrating. The average demographic, I would say, are professionals 30 to 50. You're working and this is your opportunity to have a great vacation and let loose in a sophisticated adult only way. That's not everybody, of course. There are lots of bachelorette groups, bachelor parties, friend groups, you name it, but still it's elevated. I hear you asking it, what about the partying? Tell me about the partying. What's it like? Is it wild? Some of the commercials make Virgin Voyages seem like a party ship, and some of them seem really casual. So what is it? Honestly, truthfully, both. There are opportunities to party. The difference is the party crowd tends to be friend groups and couples, not single people looking to hook up. And that changes what the party looks like. When you change the demographic of who is partying, then it changes the style of the party. And here's the key, I tell all of my clients this: if you don't want to party, don't. Book a sea terrace and enjoy the evening reading on your balcony. There are little balcony lights that you can flick on, and it's plenty to read by. Head down to the doghouse, find a different bar and listen to some of the live music. There are lots of things happening all over the ship while the parties are going on. So if that's not your thing, don't worry about it. Sometimes I go into the parties and sometimes I don't. It really just depends. If I had a really busy day on my shore thing and I'm exhausted, I have dinner, grab an extra glass of wine to bring back to my cabin, and hang out on my sea terrace. If it was a sea day and I have a lot of energy and I want to go dancing, I have the opportunity to do that. And that's the point, right? Is that you have the choice and the sophistication is there. I don't necessarily feel comfortable partying like I did in my 20s now that I'm in my 40s. But if other people are in their 40s letting loose, I feel a lot more comfortable. And it's just the vibe. Who should consider adult-only cruise experiences? Virgin Voyages is perfect for couples who are looking to reconnect, whether it's your anniversary or not. If you just want to reconnect and make that relationship a priority, this is a great cruise line for you. Friends celebrating milestones, birthdays, bachelor parties, bachelorette parties, just friend groups looking to have a good time. Here you go. This is your cruise. Anyone who values peace and sophistication over chaos and that family cruise line. And as much as I've talked about it not being for solo travelers, I actually love this for solo travelers as long as you're not looking for a hookup. There are opportunities to meet other solo travelers. So if you want to get to know other solo travelers, maybe plan future cruises with other travelers and just kind of create that travel buddy experience, there are meetups. There are great solo cabins on Virgin Voyages, and I actually love this for the right solo traveler. This cruise line is obviously not right for you if you are traveling with your kids. I have kids at home. I often travel on other cruise lines, Royal Caribbean, Disney, for example. My family loves those. This though is for my husband and I. It's also not right if you feel uncomfortable with people drinking around you. You're gonna find this on all cruise lines. If you are someone who is recovering and needs to be away from that experience, it's really hard. There are a lot of bars, even if you're just having mocktails, there are a lot of bars and a lot of opportunities for people to be drinking cocktails. I think you're gonna find that on every cruise line, but it's something that you should know and have thought of before embarking. Bottom line, Virgin Voyages offers something different than other cruise lines. It gives you the chance to vacation like an adult. It gives you the opportunity to let loose and not have to worry about little eyes and little ears around you. If you are curious if Virgin Voyages is right for you, make sure you head down into the information section and schedule a call or shoot me an email and ask me those questions. I'll also be checking the comments. So if you have specific Virgin Voyages questions about what happens on the adult only side of things, let me know. I'll be happy to answer them. Make sure you subscribe for more Virgin Voyages and Caribbean content.